finding the center of the mandala and cultivating both our capacity for wisdom and compassion. Okay, so we begin as we did in the last practice, bringing awareness to ourselves sitting where we are, on a seat or cushion. Feeling the weight of our body bearing down on the seat or cushion. So there's a sense of landing in our body, landing on the ground we're sitting on. And then the intention for this practice is to find the center point of the mandala, this energy system which is like a circle of energy, where there's a center point and there's a periphery, where often the parts are quite conflicted and stormy. So our intention is to find the center of the mandala within ourselves. And we can begin by finding a soothing rhythm of breathing. Feeling the movement of the breath in the body. And our attention, our awareness going with the full movement of the breath in. Full movement of the breath out. If it helps, you can use that hand gesture, one hand on the abdomen, other hand on the heart center. Just feeling the movement of your body as you breathe. So only doing this if it works for you. Feeling your abdomen rise as you breathe in, fall as you breathe out. So with the breathing and the hand gesture, it's like we're inviting our mind, our awareness to more fully inhabit our body. Come to rest in our breathing body. If you find your attention getting pulled into thinking, just simply noticing that and returning to the breathing. Returning to an awareness of the breathing body. At any stage, if you want to put your hands down or put them back up again, up to you. Seeing if we can find this soothing, grounding rhythm of breathing. And now we can deepen the sense of grounding by imagining our body to be like a mountain, rooted in the vast earth below, or to be like a mighty tree with roots that go deep into the soil, into the earth. So finding whichever image you connect with best. Body like a mountain or like a mighty tree. And imagine that the vast earth is supporting you. You can draw on the strength, the stability of the earth beneath you. So when we connect with body like a mountain or like a mighty tree, imagine this takes us to the center of the mandala, our mandala, the center of our energy system. This is like the still point at the center, grounded and still. It's like we step into the wise, compassionate part of ourselves at the center. Through body like a mountain or like a mighty tree. Staying with the breathing, the soothing breathing, staying with this deep sense of grounding. That while we're at the center, that periphery of our experience is still active and present. So the periphery is like on the circumference of this circle. So on the periphery are maybe sad parts of us, anxious, driven, critical, passionate. So see if you can get a sense of what's active on your periphery now as you stay present at the center, embodying this compassionate part, body like a mountain or like a mighty tree. So see if you can just notice what's active for you. maybe anxiety, maybe frustration, maybe sadness, or maybe a unique mix. And see if you can look at what appears on the periphery with the eyes of wisdom. This is another part of the compassionate self. All of these feelings and emotions have emerged in the flow of life over a long, long time. They're not personal to you. You did not design anger, or anxiety, or rage, or passion. This is not your design, not your fault. See if you can find the eyes of wisdom that looks at things with no blame. The wisdom of no blame. Now see if you can bring a kindness to what you are experiencing. Stay connected to the compassionate self at the center. Stay connected to the stability, body like a mountain, like a mighty tree. Stay connected to the wisdom that's emerged in the flow of life, not my design, not my fault. And then see if you can just bring a quality of kindness, friendliness, non-judging of what is showing up for you now. If it works for you, you can use this gesture of hands on heart, maybe other hands on the abdomen. So you stay aligned with the compassionate self at the center of the mandala, but taking care of what shows up. The anxious part, the sad part, vulnerable part. Almost like you holding these parts in your embrace. Staying grounded, staying connected to the eyes of wisdom. Staying connected to the heart of compassion. Just staying present with whatever is showing up in your experience now. That you are aligned to the compassionate part in the center of the mandala. Staying connected to body like a mountain or like a mighty tree. Staying connected to the perspective, looking with the eyes of wisdom. Staying connected to the kindness, hand on heart. Almost like we're holding our experience with a tender heart. Staying connected to the soothing breathing. Just simply staying present with whatever shows up in our experience. But doing so while aligned from the compassionate part, the compassionate center. And now see if we can drop down a level to another deeper level, which is the level of emptiness. So as you stay present, body like a mountain or like a mighty tree, in touch with your experience, see if you can just sense the moment by moment change. Feelings change, sensations change, energy shifts, thoughts change. So see if you can stay connected to the pulse of moment by moment change. But keeping the kindness there still, keeping the grounding there still. And now noticing how no concept can describe anything we're feeling now. When we're in touch with this moment by moment change, no concept holds up. They're just like rough approximations. Anxiety doesn't describe what we actually feel, nor anger, nor sadness. It's all subtle moment by moment change. And see if we can relax into this moment by moment change where no concepts hold up. And the other part of the emptiness equation is that everything we feel, think, experience, so many others think, feel, experience. There's nothing that we've thought, nothing that we've felt, that many, many, many others have not thought and felt. So really relaxing into the sense that our experience links up to the experience of so many, many others. Our anxiety is the anxiety of others. Our sadness is the sadness of many, many others. Our anger is the anger of many, many others. Seeing if we can relax into this feeling of being linked up to this big tapestry of life. And then now our compassion, our kindness is not just for what we feel. Our anxiety is the anxiety of many, many others. Our sadness is the sadness of many, many others. So when we bring compassion to this, it's like our heart just naturally opens wider and wider and wider. And we can bring this into the breathing. As we breathe in compassion to how we feel. As we breathe out compassion to the many, many others who feel like us. As we breathe in compassion to what we feel. As we breathe out to the many, many others who are connected to us. Self-compassion on the in-breath, compassion for others on the out-breath. And then we no longer need to visualize anymore. As we breathe in, compassion comes in. As we breathe out, compassion goes out. All we do is stay present, body like a mountain or a mighty tree. Keep the eyes of wisdom open. Keep the tender heart of compassion alive. And as we breathe, compassion comes in. As we breathe out, compassion goes out. And now as we come to the end of the practice, just resting loosely. Maybe eyes open, just resting loosely within our experience.